We begin tonight with former President Trump visiting the battleground state of Wisconsin. He held a campaign rally today at a park in Racine.
The former president had a response to what he really thinks about Milwaukee.
Our Capitol correspondent Emily Fannin has more on the former president's remarks today.
Right off the bat, the former president's first words on the stage behind me was to address the controversy around his alleged comments about the city of Milwaukee, which will be hosting the Republican National Convention in less than 4 weeks.
I love Milwaukee. I was the one that picked Milwaukee.
Speaking to supporters at Festival Park in Racine, former President Donald Trump once again denied he called the RNC host city horrible.
These lying people that they say, oh, he doesn't like Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee. I said, you got to fix the crime. We all know that. You got to make sure the election's honest.
The former president then moved on to blasting President Joe Biden's economic record and the surge of migrants arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border. It comes as the economy is a key issue for voters, which could factor in who they vote for in November.
When you've got people paying $1 more per gallon, more for groceries, more for housing, it's a big issue.
Ahead of the rally, the Biden campaign put up these billboards looking to capitalize on Mr. Trump's Milwaukee comments while also knocking him for the once promised Foxconn project that was touted to bring 13,000 jobs, but later failed.
Foxconn was not just a letdown. It was a failure that left us empty-handed and betrayed.
President Joe Biden was also in this area last month in Mount Pleasant, about 20 minutes from here, which underscores the importance of this region to both campaigns. Reporting in Racine, Emily Fannin, CBS 58 News.
And you heard the former president dispute the reports he called Milwaukee a horrible city last week, even though several Republican lawmakers who were in the room at the time confirmed he said it.
And today we asked rally goers in Racine if they felt those comments could impact voters this November. CBS 58's Adam Reif reports tonight from Racine.
The sheer force of a Donald Trump rally simply overpowering any perceived negativity from what may or may not have been said last week about the city of Milwaukee. But for many people in line here, they say it simply will not matter with Wisconsin voters.
That's who he is. He's going to tell you how it is and whether you want to hear it or not.
That was the most common response from former President Trump's supporters in Racine Tuesday.
He says what he wants to say. I mean, I think that's why most Americans like Donald Trump, because he speaks from the heart.
It was his first stop in Wisconsin after calling Milwaukee a horrible city last week, 1 month before the Republican National Convention is set to begin.
I don't think Milwaukee's horrible. I think Milwaukee's great. I have a lot of fun in Milwaukee. It's just, again, everyone has their own opinion, and they're entitled to that.
But many others don't think it will matter.
I don't think so. I think once a Trump supporter, always a Trump supporter.
The former president's words could matter to moderates and independents that could decide the election, but many in Racine wanted to keep focus on the issues.
The border and securing it.
I do want to talk about women's issues. I do feel very strongly about that.
Another bit of news that could sway Wisconsin voters, a report Tuesday that former President Trump was planning to stay in Chicago during the RNC and commute to Milwaukee. But after those reports came out, his campaign denied it and said he will be staying in Milwaukee.
Many of the people we spoke with, including those from out of town in other states, hope to be back in Milwaukee in a month for the RNC. They also hope that as the campaign heats up, they can return to different spots throughout Wisconsin for other campaign events. Here in Racine, Adam Reif, CBS 58 News.